Hi there, my name is Trevor Page and I'm the creator of the Survey to Sale product. I'm very excited to welcome you, and this first video I'm recording is a demonstration on how to create your very first survey. So as you can see here, you have a list of a few different options to choose from. To create a new survey, go ahead and click on Add New Survey. The first step is going to be setting up a greeting, and the greeting is going to be displayed sort of in this little widget that will be plugged into your actual website. So this is essentially what all the visitors on your website are going to see. So as you can see here, time to save some cash is sort of a default, but you can put whatever you like as the greeting prompt itself. Sometimes I find that this works. It says, have a second to save some cash. Okay, that one works fairly well, and you can see here it fills it out, and that's exactly what it will look like on your website. So we'll go ahead and click Next Step. And here is where you see the survey pops up, and we can give a subheading, a greeting subheading. And this is kind of what I use to explain what it is that each survey, or what this survey is all about. So you can see here, each survey answer grants you more savings. So that's what I'll type in. I'll say each survey answer grants you more savings. And you see it appears as a subheading underneath your regular greeting. And then here we can identify a savings starting point. This is completely up to you. Also a savings increment. So what will happen here is with every single question that a visitor answers, their savings will actually go up by the increment starting at the start point that you set up. So I just have set up as default, 10%. And you see here it says save 10%. And the increment, if you want, you can put 2%. You can put 5%. You can do whatever you like, just whatever number. It will work just fine. You can even set it up as dollars, so you can say, $10 if you like, and then this will increment it by $5. So be sure not to put an actual unit here. So don't put like $5 or 5%. Just put a regular old, number, and you can go forward. So let's go next step. We'll say save $10, and for each question they answer, we'll give them an additional savings of $5. All right, so now we can set up our first question. So this can be obviously whatever you like. For a good first question, you could say something like, what age group are you in? Okay, and you see that the question populates down here, so you can see exactly what this will look like as you build it. And you can specify the type of answer. So since this is an age group, you can only choose one of the answers. We'll choose multiple choice, and I'll say add an answer. And I'll say, 10 to 17, and say OK. And you see that adds it as an answer. You can add another one. We'll say 18 to 25, 26 to 35, and we'll just say 36 plus. Okay, so as you can see, it added all the possible answers down here, and it is a multiple choice, so you can only choose one of the options. Okay. Now, what you can also do here is you can set up the columns, okay? So right now it's set up as 2 different columns. So if you wanted to, you can say 1 here, and it will make them all in 1 column. You could say 3, and it'll make them into 3 columns. So you can sort of lay it out whatever way you like. So I'll leave it at 2 for now, and say save the next question. So that will add another question. So now we're on to question number 2. To make things brief, I will let me show you a text area. So what you can do is you can set up a question that allows the visitor to type in whatever answer they like. So for example, you can say, what is it that you like most about, our product? Okay, product. So then you can say text area, and you see it allows them to actually type in an answer into the text area. This doesn't do as well in terms of organization when it comes to looking at the results of the survey, because it's not going to be grouped into a nice, neat package. But it's sometimes very helpful to know things like this, a long form answer like this one. So we'll say save the next question. And this one will end with grabbing the email address. So I prefer to end the survey asking for the email address because people have already sort of built up momentum in terms of typing in answers and giving you answers, and they're sort of already in the flow of things. And then you hit them with, what's your email at the very end, and it just helps to convert and actually get that email address from them. So I'll usually say, what's your best email address? And then you can choose type of answer. It's very important you choose email because this is where you can actually integrate it with MailChimp and Office Autopilot and so on and so forth. Right now, as you can see, I haven't typed in the integration stuff, and I'll show you how to do that in a later video. So for now, we'll just have a type of answer of email, and you can actually ask for their first name and their last name. As you check those off, you see here that it fills it out in the survey itself. Okay? So let's say that we only want to have 3 questions in our survey. So what we can say is next. Instead of saying save and next, we'll just say next. And then that'll go to step 4 of 5 here. And this is where you can type in whatever you like for the final screen. I set this up to be a little bit open-ended. So if you wanted to, you can present them with a coupon code, or you can present them with whatever it is that you like. Okay, it doesn't have to be a coupon code. Like I said, it's completely open-ended. You have space for heading text, body text, and a footnote to fill up this area here. Okay, so for example, you can see the suggested sort of defaults. Thanks for completing my survey. Here's your reward. So I'll just sort of stick with that. So you see it shows up here just like the questions showed up at the top. This heading text will show up at the top as well. The body text, you can say redeem this coupon if you like. I can say here's your coupon code. I'll just say redeem this coupon code. I've added some, if you're familiar with HTML, you can actually embed some HTML in there to give it some color if you like. Completely up to you. I didn't want to confuse you guys, but if you know HTML, then by all means go for it. If you don't, you can take that out, and then you just don't have any sort of color to highlight the actual survey code. Okay, or the coupon code, I should say. And then the footing or footnote can be whatever you like. It just appears down here. Do whatever you like. So that's how you sort of set up that final screen where they can copy paste that coupon code or whatever it is that you like. Okay, so now we'll say next step. And this is the final step. So now you can just say what website you want this survey to appear on. Okay, so for here I'll say http:// and I'll say surveytosale.com. Okay, now this you'll see some more down here and how you can use some matching. But first I want to talk about how long of a delay you'd like, if any, for the survey to pop up. So basically what this does is when a visitor lands on your website and you have enabled the survey to sale product, you can actually have it delay pop up the survey itself. So if you like, you can have the survey sitting in the bottom corner, not being obtrusive at all until maybe 30 seconds in or 60 seconds in or however many seconds you like. And then when the visitor lands on your page and spends 60 seconds on the website, it will then pop up the survey and sort of grab their attention and sort of prompt them to start the survey. Okay? Now here you see this little note. It says you can put -1 in here. And all that means is you don't want the survey to automatically pop up at all. So if you put -1 in here, the survey will not pop up at all. It will only pop up when the user clicks on the survey to inquire as to what it is. Okay, so I'll leave it at 60 seconds and move on to the final topic. Now here is where you can enable the exact website match. So as you can see, I've sort of laid out a little chart down here of what it means, but I'll go through it in this video. So if I enable exact website match for survey to sale, what will happen is when a user is on surveytosale.com and only surveytosale.com, then this survey will actually show up in the bottom corner of the screen. Okay, so for some examples here, when you have exact match on, let's say you have surveytosale.com plugged in here, and let's say they land on surveytosale.com/blog or something like that. If you have it set up, if they land on /blog, but you have it set up like this with just survey to sale, the survey won't show. Okay, it'll only show if they land on surveytosale.com and just that. Okay? If I take off the exact website match and you have surveytosale.com written here, then any variation of surveytosale.com, okay, slash essentially anything, blog slash post slash numbers, then if they were to land on this URL while you have this set up with the exact match disabled, then it will show up. Okay, and there's a bunch of examples here, so you can read through the chart and sort of get a feeling of how that works. Okay, so there we go. Now we can click on Finish, and your survey has been created. Now, if you want to go ahead and edit it, if you made a mistake or you want to make some changes, you can always go in and edit that existing survey. And you see here when it was created, if there's any responses to the survey already, and this is the actual survey itself. So if you click on the survey, then you can go through and just reconfigure everything step by step, however you like. Okay, I'll just skip on through all this stuff because you've already seen it. And the final, I guess, step is the actual integration onto your website. Okay, for that, all you need to do is grab the actual code snippet. So you can click on this Get the Code Snippet for your website, and you can just copy paste this script right here. So it's just plain JavaScript. If you know how to do this, you can just copy paste it right before the ending body tag of your website. Put this script on every single page that you want the survey to appear on. Okay, so if you have a whole bunch of different subdomains and whatnot, just put them on all the different website pages in the HTML code just before the slash body tag, and you'll be good to go. If you don't know how to do this, you can always send us an email, reach out and contact us. You can contact me personally at trevor@surveytosale.com, and I can absolutely help you set that up. Or if you have a developer, that works very well too. There's very easy ways to integrate this into your page. All right, fantastic. So hopefully that clears everything up with how to create a survey. And if you like, you can keep on watching the next video to learn how you can actually view the reports of the survey, as well as integrate your survey with an email marketing app like MailChimp or Office Autopilot. All right, take care.